Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena, playing more Premier Draft Modern Horizons 3. And I think this one is a pretty... it's Ophiomancer, right? Conduit Goblin is a very powerful card, one of the best two-color common signposts. Maybe the best? I'm not sure, but it's very good. However, I think you have to take a powerful rare like Ophiomancer, especially that it only commits you to one color. Black is not the best color in the format for sure, but this is a really good card. It's tough for it to trade down, even if they kill it. If they kill it at instant speed right away, you're sad. It was just a 3-mana 2/2, but if it makes it to their turn, you at least got a 2/2 and a 1/1 Death Touch. And it helps a lot with the black sacrifice effects. It's just generally good. I'm not taking the Reliquary. I recant my claims that it's such a great card. I think here, though, we are happy to take Breathe Your Last. Nice solid removal in black. This is a powerful card in blue-black, but I don't see any reason to dip into that right away. And I'd be happy to wheel this for black-white, I guess. It's nothing incredible, but it's fine. We just take the only monocolored black card here, and we're quite happy that it's a good one. A Cursed Marauder, very good. It doesn't seem like it should do that much, just 1-for-1 trades, but, people have so many tokens, and, not that many actual cards. Getting to kill a card from your opponent for just 2 mana is usually pretty good. It's one of the ways to deal with a turn 3 Chrysalis, for example. Very happy to have it. This uncommon, not good. Do not take this card. I think, in principle, you could build a deck where it would be good, but you would want to wait much longer before you pick that up. What is this? No, bad. I think the black card here is just fine. Nothing else is that amazing. Maybe we sort of take note that green might be open, but that's about it. Huh. These blue cards are good for blue-black, and Gravedigg is nothing special, although picking back up a Cursed Marauder is pretty funny. So you could take that, but I think, Tamiyo Meets the Story Circle for, blue-black control is actually not terrible. I don't know. I don't think we're in a hurry to pick up Gravedigg. There will probably be another, and you don't want to run that many. I'm going to grab Tamiyo Meets the Story Circle, a card that I generally regard as quite bad, but I think in blue-black it has a home. What are you? Oh yeah, this is awful. Creation of Avacyn. Drownyard Lurker is blue, but I don't think you're really playing it in blue-black. I think the Creation of Avacyn is pretty okay. It's not an especially good card, but it's fine, and nothing else here is begging me to pick it. And tutoring out your Ophiomancer or even an Accursed Marauder, it could be worth something. Another Accursed Marauder here, I think, over this guy for sure. This card is just quite nice. And it's not really clear what my other color is going to be. Probably not red, but nothing else has looked super duper open. Okay, Petrifying Meddler, that is a signal that, blue Eldrazi's is open. I don't think you need another Tamiyo Meets the Story Circle. I think I'm just going to grab the Meddler. It's good, it's 5 mana, right? It's not a 7 mana card. You can play it in non-Eldrazi decks. And it's great tempo / it's a stabilizer, right? It is what it would do in this deck. in an Eldrazi deck, it might be like a way to kill them. Okay, yeah, look at this. Kami has wheeled, so maybe blue-black is the home we belong in. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I don't really have many draw 3 payoffs yet. I don't want any of this. I don't have, like... Do I have any draw 3 payoffs? Just a Kami. I mean, that's not nothing. I mean, I don't want any of this. Yeah, nice to see the Shadow Spinner wheel. So now I'm really looking for, like, Sneaky Snackers would be nice. What is this? Necrodominance. Oh, boy. Is this even good? I don't think you can take it over, like, Wither and Bloom. Let me actually check what 17 lands says. Not 17 lands. That's MH3. Did they say the Necrodominance is any good? I don't think it is. Yeah. So, I mean, you know, that, of course, is just rating it for first picks. We're sort of deeper in. We know we're in black. You could maybe take this. But it's a -1 draw per turn. But you can pay life to draw more. So we could trigger draw 3 like every time if we wanted to. At the cost of 3 life per turn, which would add up pretty quickly. But Wither and Bloom, very nice. Happy to have it. Maybe Necrodominance wheels? Like, who else wants that card, right? Not me. Probably. So even if it does wheels, I probably don't. Does wheels? Even if it does wheel, I probably don't want it. Can you really play Cartographer in a deck with no other energy cards? Probably not. It's probably supposed to be the DFC here, the modal land. You could take Seething Landscape, but yeah, I mean, blue looks like the place to be, and none of this is like screaming blue-black. Let's grab this. It's nice to have some lands. Depth Defiler, very powerful card. I think you have to take it. Cursed Marauder is second place, probably. Yeah, this just does so much. And it triggers the draw 3 as well, right? Sneaky Snacker, I mean, maybe it could wheel, but at that point we're looking at a pack with only 3 cards in it. Someone else will have speculated on this by then. Consuming Corruption, I'm not that impressed with. Tune the Narrative, we don't really have energy. This is kind of the only card that's any good for me anyway. No need to risk wheeling it. Another Tameo or a Reefworm. I think Reefworm is pretty decent in this deck. We have an Eviscerator's Insight so that we can sack it. I think maybe that we could find some other stuff. And like once it's turned into a 3/3, it's kind of a problem. As a 0/1, all it does is say you can't attack me on the ground. But as a 3/3, it's, you know, it threatens to attack and turn into something bigger. The Esper land is not terrible. I wonder if we would want Kozilek's Unsealing. I don't really have any creatures with mana value 7 or greater. I might find one at some point. But, you know, the payoff of getting some spawns would be kind of cool. I think you're just supposed to take the land here. We have something that wants colorless anyway, right? Where is it? The Death Defiler? Yeah. So I think just take a landscape. Writhing Chrysalis, pick 7. This is wild. Nobody's playing Eldrazi? I think we just take another Sink into Stupor. We're doing just fine for spells. I don't especially need Unfathomable Truths. So let's pick up a land. A DFC. Mindless Conscription looks great. What the hell is this? No. I mean, Kami of Jealous Thirst is another draw 3 payoff. Actually, this might be better. Yeah. Because getting a big giant thing is cool, but sometimes they just play Dog Umbra on it, and you're like, well, I guess I'll resign. Well, this is like my third chance to pick up a Grave Dig. I guess that's fine. Do I need another meddler? Not really. Gravedigg is nice and flexible. You can play it early or late. Wow. I mean, I'm not going to have enough energy for this. So give me another blue-black land, please. Pass. I don't want any of this. I don't know. What would I, like, I don't know. Just accumulated some nice red-blue stuff here, I guess. Hello? Where are my cards? I guess Utter Insignificance is playable. It's really the only card in this pack that I want at all. We could maybe manage to splash like red or white if we really wanted to. Savin's Reclamation is cute. But I think, like, I'm just happy to take... I mean, it does bring back multiple Accursed Marauders. I don't want to have to splash white for that, and Utter Insignificance is fine. Another Depth Defiler looks great. Yeah. Much better than the other blue cards here, and obviously the black card is not relevant to this deck. Twisted Riddle Keeper, huh? I think we have to take the Sneaky Snacker. This isn't terrible, though. It is a way to big win the game that you could potentially do sort of early with the Emerge, but I think just Sneaky Snacker is a very welcome addition to the deck. Nesting Grounds? I do have that Tameo Saga. You could use this to move counters around. I don't think I have anything else that really cares about the counters. Yeah. Could move stun counters from my creatures to theirs. Very funny. Might just be Drowner of Truth to give me another creature. No. I'll take a draw 3. Ah! Ophiomancer! You're still here. Pick 5. Oh boy. I think you have to take that over Sneaky Snacker. It's just such an annoying card to deal with. And I don't have that much to pay off Sneaky Snackers, and also if we were really lucky, maybe Sneaky Snacker could wheel. All the blue players and black players will have something else to take out of this pack, right? Question mark? As long as no one's playing blue and black, we have a chance of getting... Ah! Ah! What do I do? I have enough ways to activate Sneaky Snacker, I think. What I want is more Sneaky Snackers. But passing Depth Defiler hurts. Another Meddler? Maybe. I'm kind of... I don't know. I have a lot of big stuff, don't I? Maybe what I want is this kind of mid-cost card. I have very little going on 4. And this draws a card, which could be enough to activate draw 3, like part of it. I think I'll take another Kami. I really want this card for the draw 3 deck. Being able to activate this, like, just en passant is quite nice, right? And I don't need another Unfathomable Truths or a Dream Drinker Vampire, I think. Certainly not that artifact guy. These are all off color, right? Yeah, well... Wow, what do I do? I mean, I guess another Unfathomable... No, I don't have that much removal, do I? Let's take another one of these guys. Cool. Sneaky Snacker? This was the pack, right? Or no, there's a Depth Defiler. No, I passed a Sneaky Snacker, and it was in this pack or the next one, I think. And I don't think I'll get it back, but it sure would be nice. Grave Dig. Probably not going to run a second, but this is all awful. Okay. Well, I mean, I think the deck came together. The question is, am I good enough to make the right cuts, or am I going to build a bad deck? By the way, this land, like, draw 3, discard 3 is very powerful, but by the time you actually activate that, you've probably shot yourself in the head like 4 times, and you can't really afford to do that as a control deck, I think. Yeah, nothing in the sideboard I want to bring in, and I have several cuts to make. Where are the lands? Oh, there's 2 of these. Was there anything else? No. So I can cut like a swamp, probably. Split it up by creature, please. I mean, the reform really doesn't do anything. It's not synergizing at all with this deck. It just is an okay creature that I could hope to sacrifice. But Eviscerator's Insight, I only have 1 of, right? So I think the reform can go. I'd like to keep all of these creatures, except maybe a sentry or 2 could go. What do I have down here that I could get rid of? Okay, a grave dig probably. Let's try and making a removal pile, shall we? Nope, don't cut that. Put that back. I clicked incorrectly. So that's removal. That's removal. These are removal. Hello? Get over there. Thank you. That seems like not so much that I'm like, boy, I better cut some removal. I have too much of it. So I'd like to keep all these. I think the grave dig can go. Can I get rid of both grave digs? Probably. I don't have any killer creatures to bring back, and I don't really need fillers in the 2-drop creature slot. The Petrifying Meddler, like, it's a very good creature. It doesn't really do anything for my deck. It's just like, you know, slow him down and block and try not to die. Maybe I'd rather be, like, I don't have a lot of ways to deal with flyers, right? I just have Sneaky Snackers and some removal. So Petrifying Meddler sort of fills that gap a little bit. How much do I have that draws 1? Basically nothing, right? It's just the sentries, so maybe I can cut one of those. Like, they're not contributing much. There's no way to, like, draw 1 and then also draw another 1. I'm either drawing 2 or 3, or I'm drawing 0. So I'm already triggering the Sneaky Snackers and the Ophiomancers. I guess Tameo, that's a way to draw 1, the clue tokens. This, this card, to me it looks awful. I hear it's good in blue-black, and I'd like to try it out. It looks awful. I'm not going to cut it, but that's what I want to do. It's just like, you give up so much tempo by discarding cards to make clues. But it is, you know, hand size positive if you discard enough cards. And in the meantime, it buys you a bunch of time on the first tick, and maybe letting you shuffle something back in could be good, because I don't have any reanimate. So I could just cut the other sentry and say I'm never spending 4 mana on a single thing. I think that's fine. Let's focus more on what the deck does, which is like draw 3 and try to control the board. Creation of Avacyn also is not especially good, but the problem it has is, like, for Eldrazi, it's quite bad because you don't get the cast trigger, right? Like, I would love to tutor up a Depth Defiler and cast it for free, but tutoring it up and putting it onto the battlefield for free is quite a bit worse. And of course, it's not free. It costs 5 life, even if you say, oh, I don't want to put it onto the battlefield. I'm kind of surprised, actually, that they phrased it that way. Like, why isn't it, step 2, turn it face up. Step 3, if it's a creature, you can pay life and put it on the battlefield. Then, if you didn't put it onto the battlefield this way, put it into your hand. Maybe it's just because they didn't want step 3 to be so outrageously long. Maybe there's some reason why they make you pay for creatures even if you put them in hand. I don't know. But I don't know that I have anything really great to tutor up with this. Maybe I should cut that and put back my 4-drop. Yeah, okay. I can believe that. Like, tutoring up an Ophiomancer or a Kami, those are all okay, but it's so slow. You spend 3 mana and some life, and then 3 turns later, you draw a creature and put it onto the battlefield. You need to be tutoring up like 7 drops to do that, I think. Even if you don't get the cast trigger. Like a Drownyard Lurker or something. That's worth tutoring up and putting into play even though you skip the cast. This is, I think, okay. I mean, it's not great, but I can maybe Tameo for more lands if I miss. And then I've got the activators to enjoy the clue tokens, right? I've got these Kamis. Okay, hit a land, that's nice. And I can happily just dump, like, a card or 2. Like one of the Kamis and the Sentry or something. Could dump all the Kamis, but no, I want to have something that cares about me having 3 life. I mean, Ophiomancer just kind of deals with this, right? So I don't necessarily need to utter insignificance just to stop it from getting a counter. Yeah, let's discard 2 cards. Okay, there goes the Ophiomancer. You've got a big dude. Oh yeah, you can shuffle these back in, I forgot. Just this one, please. I mean, this one's not bad. Shuffle them both back? Because conniving's cool, I guess, sure. This is a 1/3. No. Double blue. Because although the only thing I want to cast is blue, I might draw a black spell that I'd prefer to cast, right? So let's clue up here. Okay. So I could have played out the Kami, but I don't know. Getting through these clues seems fine. I know the clues are better once Kami's on board. I don't know. Maybe I'm just bad. That's fine. I mean, I guess they're going to get this back someday. Oh, wow, more landfall. Nice. I didn't really look at what land they played earlier. The fact that it was a fetch is pretty cool. I don't know. This is getting so many counters that maybe I should have made it insignificant. Okay, there's a snacker. That's nice. Ah, now they're going to kill it. Okay, this is a problem. Sort of. Well, on the other hand, I do just have another Death Toucher, right? Again? Okay, I'm in a little trouble. Discard cards, investigate. I guess I had two of these, right? What happened to them? Did the one I discarded one and then I shuffled it back in? I guess I forgot I shuffled it back in, but I did. Yeah. Well, I thought I could deal with this. It's looking like I should have just made it insignificant when it was still a 2/2. Can I get a damn swamp, please? Hello? Thank you. Like, they've been soloing me with this one creature. At least I have chumpers. And they're... I thought they would play another creature, but no, they're just going to make this one bigger. Okay, fine. I think I don't crack this. Like, I don't want to draw lands. But I have a Depth Defiler in deck, right? And having a colorless to kick it would be really, really good. Is this only as a sorcery? Yes. So having access to colorless mana is really important. Also, I forgot about this. I could use it to actually exile this thing. Okay, I'll do that. It's becoming a real problem already. And now they can't get it back. Great. I should have attacked in that case if this was my plan. But I don't know. I think I missed 2 damage, basically. Gonna bring back the unicorn? No, only as a sorcery, right. Well... I mean, put a counter on this, I guess. Okay, well, I missed 2 damage earlier. Hopefully that doesn't end up mattering. Okay, they have nothing. That's fine. 6 mana, -3. So they could have done this for 3 mana if they wanted their unicorn back. Has to be a creature, right? They didn't want it. Okay. I could bounce it to deny them, like... Okay. So there's nothing I can do about this. I could put this back in their hand, but they would just do it again. So I'm perfectly happy for them to have used removal on a snacker. Someday soon, I promise, I'll be getting all my snackers back. I'll have a real snack attack. I guess I'm still not playing the island. It's fine. Okay, this is not bad. In fact, this is a good enough reason to play the island. Because now I can activate this if I don't have anything better to do. And I want to play the island first, because, like, I guess no, there is no moment where it's on the board, and, okay. If, like, playing a land used the stack, the order there would have been important, but it doesn't. For a single black mana, you could get a 2/2. Just saying. They're doing it. Oh, wait, what? From your grave... From any graveyard? Okay, but I have this, so that's fine. Thank you. I'll take that. Oh, so good. Okay. I have 8 mana at the moment, so first we bash in. Then we play a third. Holding up black. No, well, it doesn't matter. Holding up black so I could pay to activate this if I wanted, but also, more importantly, holding up colorless and blue so I could do this if I needed to. And assuming I don't need to, I can cast Unfathomable Truths on their turn and then activate all 3 of these. That card seems like not a problem. Sure. Yeah, I don't mind. Gonna attack? Feel free. I won't block. Will I? I could. Let's do this first. I mean, do I really want to trade? I could utter insignificance to, like, eat this, but I'd rather save this for a real threat. I don't think I mind taking 3. Yeah, go for it. Activate all these now. Let's hold control so that the opponent doesn't have to pass priority 3 times. Resolve. Pretty good card. Draw 3. Okay. Let's play another swamp. Push in for 7. They're at 5, so this is, what, 9 mana, 10 mana? I could activate this twice and put them to 1, but no need. I think I'll just sit back. I could play this, but I don't need to. Sure. Oh, by the way, that 2 damage that I missed a while ago, that would have been lethal now. So if I lose, that's why. Doesn't look like I'll be losing, but yeah, you want to finally get that unicorn back. Have fun. I mean, I have lethal on board, so if they think this unicorn is part of their plans, I don't know. It clearly can't keep them alive. Yeah, sure. They could still have the, like, I guess they wouldn't play this way, but they could still have the 3 mana, 3 mana to do a variable-sized board wipe. Oh, I should have cast Utter Insignificance to be rude. Here we go. You are utterly insignificant to me. That's the BM play. Good. Got him. There's, I remember hearing about a play like that. What's the circumstances for this? Like, there's some effect that asks you to name a card. There are many such effects, like Pithing Needle, for example. And Pithing Needle might ask you to name a permanent. I don't remember, but there are effects that say name a card. And there are some contexts in which, like, the card you name might not matter, right? You're about to win or something like that, but you have to play this card, and it asks you to name a card as part of its effects. And so you just name a card that's mildly insulting, right? Invoke Despair or something like that. You are already dead, right? That's a classic one. Oh, what are my dailies? So that was my thinking there. I actually had the card in hand, so I could just cast it. Blue or black lands. Blue or black. Wow! I drafted exactly the right deck for my dailies. Someone at Wizards is like getting this data, and they're saying, yes, the daily quest system is working. Look, this guy built a blue-black deck because of his dailies. Unlucky that they should get that impression when it clearly is. I don't know. I've talked before about how the daily system is stupid, and I don't think it's an accident. I think it's whatever. It's bad on purpose. It just has different goals than we, the players, think it should have. This sucks. No swamps. Ophiomancer would be nice, of course. This is great. Let's ship back the Meddler and keep my early game stuff into a Defiler? Depth Defiler unkicked. Is that better than a Meddler? Maybe not. Probably, yeah. Because even if I just draw 2, I get to bring this guy back, right? Yeah, this is better. But I am hoping to hit one of my relatively few colorless sources. Hey, knock it off. Oh, answer located. Weird to see that in green-white. I mean, I guess proliferate makes sense. They put counters on stuff. I emphasize white. Obviously, green-white is the part that's surprising, right? Wow, I am drawing like a champ today. Next up, landscape? I don't know. Is that what I want? Maybe. Hey, my snake! He's not a snake. He makes snakes. Okay, I mean, it's not terrible. I could attack here, get in for 1, and then be willing to, like, trade off my Sneaky Snacker for the Unicorn, but this 1/1 can do more than that. Like, I think they'd be happy enough to just block and make the trade, so why should I let them? That's nice. Good for you. Kind of weird in a green-white deck. I don't know what they're up to here. I mean, it looks like green-white counters, but why this? Why these? Splashing a lot of Eldrazi? Or not splashing, but just like, yeah, green is an Eldrazi color, but like, you should be doing counters and aggro stuff, right? I don't understand this. Maybe the white, like, splashing red for Scurry of Gremlins, I see. Okay, they kept the Oozewag. I'll just make that insignificant, I guess. You should sack a spawn to cast it, probably, right? Yeah. Oh, it gets to mentor! How nice! And that even gives it trample. Very cool. Okay, but I can... No, I can't bounce this because I'm drawing with Depth Defiler, I guess. Okay, so let's do this. I guess it doesn't even matter because it's not trampling over anything. Like, I could let the 4/4 live. I mean, I'm not killing it. I'm, like, pacifying it or whatever. Because it's... But I don't know. It threatens to be a 6/6, and I don't really have a good answer to that. Well, I have a 1/1. Maybe I should save this for something more important. It would be nice to curve out and make this a 1/1. But how important in the grand scheme of things is this, right? Maybe not so important. Yeah, you can keep it. Oh, boy. I would sort of like to play the Death Toucher first, actually. Because then when the Depth Defiler draws 2, I'll get to activate the Kami for free. And I still keep up Utter Insignificance, which is totally fine. I'm willing to trade my 1/1 token for this Oozewag, by the way. This I can probably kill by making it insignificant, I assume. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to take some trample damage here. I assume? Swing with the 5/5, right? Well, maybe not. Yeah. So I think I don't Utter Insignificance yet. I want to use it at a time when I can bring a flyer down to the ground. Kicker is colorless, which I have no access to, so I'm just casting it unkicked. I don't need to play a land first. Opponent isn't running blue. They're not going to counter this. The Snacker? I won't get it back, though. I don't really need this land. No blocks. You got me. I almost wonder if I should just hold back both Snackers and threaten a double block and then get them back. I don't think so. I think I want to get aggressive with these guys, right? Like, eventually they're going to play something important. And I have 2 Utter Insignificance. I can spend 1 to kill this. Or I suppose I could just not kill it? I could just keep taking 3 a turn? No. Cool. Glad that went through. It is a chrysalis, indeed. So I have to let that resolve. And then I have a choice. I think I'm going to hit this now. They have to choose how many counters to spend on it. And the most they can do is make it a 3-3. Or a 4-4, I guess, without reach, which is important. Okay, they chose not to sack anything, so it's just gone. It's just a 1-1. I thought they might throw away some tokens for it. Oh, I mean, I guess that's fine. I might wait a turn, though, so that I can dump 2 cards to it. And in the meantime, I can still activate this, so it's not like I'm totally passing the turn. Yeah, I'm not worried about being attacked right now, so let's just hang on a sec. My guy! I still have the 1-1 token. Great. Alright. Now, attack first, I guess. Now I can make 4 clues with this. Although, since I lost the Kami, the clues are not as important. Like, the snackers are on the board. The Kami's in the graveyard. Hey! What the hell? Power 3 or great. Oh, I found... Oh, man. Am I really going to dump this for 2 cards? I mean, all they can exile is this, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Snackers. Got them. And also utter insignificance. Also, if I didn't have this Marauder on 2, it would have been a very different game, I think. I got really, really good draws for turn 2 and turn 3. Very lucky. Mulled to 6, but just hit perfect cards. I do like control decks. When I play aggro decks, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. I like aggro decks also. But control decks I always know that I like. And, you know, as you can see by yesterday's video, sometimes I get like an aggro deck and I still play it like a control deck. So slow. I can't believe that video was 3 hours. Alicia blesses you. Is that a person in the Magic universe, or I don't know? This is insane. I've even got a colorless source, which I might be able to keep around. I might end up needing that second black, though. Emrakul's Messenger. That's rude. I guess I attack here. I assume they're not blocking. And then I could play Marauder and sack the snack. That's cool. But how much does this card matter? I don't know. I guess it might matter. What deck are they even playing? What is this? Well, Ophiomancer seems pretty bad right now, so I guess it is just Marauder. I think I'm going to have to turn this into black mana. Because my need for black mana is upon me, and my need for colorless mana is much deeper in the deck. Plus, this is the time when I... Oof. Okay. When I have some mana lying around to... It only goes back to their hand, though. I have some spare mana to sack, to spend on digging up a swamp. I can't say for sure when I will again have such spare mana. Although it looks like soon, because I'm just spending 3 this turn probably, right? I don't actually know which of these to play. They're both fine. This would get me back the Snacker more reliably. I guess the Ophiomancer doesn't really matter yet. But now is kind of a time when... like, Ophiomancer has to survive to their upkeep, which now would have been a time I could pretty much guarantee that. This has to survive to attacks, which I can't really guarantee no matter when I play it. So that's an argument for playing the Ophiomancer. No plays. Okay. Alright, it attacks. I love it. Yeah, I take this action. And I absolutely want more swamps. Am I crazy? Like, what's going on? Do they have some, like, they have the board clear? They're stuck on 3 mana, but they also aren't doing anything. In a Grixis deck? They might be running the board clear. Maybe I should be cautious. I don't think the Ophiomancer is doing much right now. Let's sit back. This way I have double kill spells up as well, which is worth something. I say Grixis even though this is a blue-white land, because we've seen them play something blue. We haven't seen anything white. But of course they might run some white stuff as well. I think they're probably just running this as a tap-down finisher, but maybe they have white stuff. I don't know. Fine. Alright, I'll just kill it. So my ground creatures keep getting in. Found my colorless source. No need, I think, to activate this. I could have done so if I wanted more damage or more draw, even. But I'm just going to sit back on a kill spell. This is not a board you're happy to board clear against. Especially if it's going to cost you 3 life. Okay. They just never quite drew whatever they needed. Also, didn't they make a mistake, by the way? They played a land before the Royal Cartographer. On the same turn, I think. I'm not sure. That can't be right. They must have played the land and then... I don't know. Weird. By the way, let's talk about Royal Cartographer. Just, not the card itself, but the name. I think... obviously, this completely does not matter in any way. But Royal, R-O-I-L, sounds a lot like Royal, R-O-Y-A-L, right? And you can totally imagine such a person named the Royal Cartographer, right? The King's Cartographer. And, well, Royal and Royal do sound exactly the same, at least in my dialect of English. I think you can actually tell the difference about which one someone is saying, as long as they say the full name, Royal Cartographer, right? I think if you emphasize Royal, it's the Royal Cartographer. That's like a cartographer who's interested in the royal, which is some weird magic concept I don't understand. Whereas a Royal Cartographer, which I often hear people say on streams, sounds to me like the King's Cartographer. So I'm not super careful about it, but I do try to say Royal Cartographer when I'm saying the card's name, because I think that actually is more clear. Again, 0% matters. I must be the only Magic player who has ever... Not the only one who's thought about it. There've got to be people out there. But the only one who's ever bothered mentioning it in a video. I don't know. Would I bet money on that? Maybe not. There's got to be someone who's said, oh boy, this sure sounds like Royal. But are there people who think that emphasizing it makes the difference? I don't know. This hand isn't great because I don't have a 2, but... you know... I have a Shadow Spinner into, like, hopefully a Depth Defiler. I need a second blue source, I'm hoping... Ah. This is nice. Now I can just dump some of this stuff into clues, maybe? I don't know. It's something to do. I'm hoping I don't have to play this as a land, but if I do, then I do. That's life. I might discard no cards for clues. Because I kind of need all of this, don't I? Maybe the Death Defiler can go. It's a really strong card, but it's not showing up for a while, and I do need something to do, right? On turn 4. And like crack a clue plus utter insignificance or crack another clue makes sense. Yeah, I think that's right. Let's get rid of you. Great card. And I can always shuffle it back in at least. So, I mean, this was not an especially good Tamiyo, but it's not horrible, I think. Ah, my colorless source. A little too late, huh? I don't really want this thing doing stuff to me. Well, we certainly attack first. Swamp and... I'm thinking it might be this, actually, because... No. Well, if I dump this, then, like, where's my eye? Like, I don't have the second blue. If I dump the island, I don't have a second blue to actually cast this spell. I might just keep the island as my second blue source. No. I should actually dump the landscape. I don't need colorless right now. I do need a second blue. Maybe I should have cracked a clue first? I don't know. But I didn't want to crack a clue till I played a land, and I didn't know what land to play until I'd drawn off of this. I think just killing this is fine. Excuse me. Actually, I kind of did need the colorless source. I sort of forgot because of utter insignificance. Gained 0 life off of this, huh? Maybe I just bounce it first? No, that's silly. Just to, like, make them cast it again? I don't think I want to do that. So I could bounce this. It doesn't have any ETBs. It takes up their whole turn. I think it makes sense, right? Yeah, this is why I was supposed to crack the clue first, but I was hoping I might draw something relevant. I don't know. Gosh, I'm so bad. Okay, I guess you can go. They have so many cards. I have these clues, but they've been kind of mana starved, and now they're hitting lands. Like, right? They missed one at some point, I think. Not sure. Very funny. Let's draw again. Just in time to miss the boat, huh? Well, not quite. Because now I can play this, sack it, and immediately get it back on the attack. Oh, I won't get it back because I've already drawn 2 this turn. It won't be my 3rd card. Right. Oh. No, I drew 1 at end of turn and then 1 at... I drew 1 right. I only cracked 1 clue this turn, so it was actually my 3rd card. So still just blue-green so far, huh? Kind of bad Eldrazi colors. Ooh, Wumpus Aberration is spooky. I don't have a great way to deal with that at the moment. And that is what they kept. And they have colorless even. Yeah, here it comes. This is pretty nice. What an insane top deck, huh? Yeah, absolutely. I was hoping to hit another snacker. A Cursed Marauder is very good here, but they're probably going to play, like, I don't know, another creature. I was hoping to hit another snacker, but obviously I didn't. Maybe... No, I can't discard Unfathomable Truths. It's so many cards. But, like, tempo matters right now, right? They're going down to probably 8. They have no board. I have 4 creatures. Cursed Marauder is pretty cool. Yeah, I think I need the Marauder more. So now the Marauder is going to trade for their Aberration, presumably. Ooh. Yeah, and then I can make this a 1/1, I guess, is the idea. Do I have lethal? I don't think so. Well, I mean... Because it matters, because I might want to sack the snacker. Because I'll get it back. But if I'm killing them, I shouldn't do that. Let's say these two are both... This is a 1/1. This is dead. These are blockers. They chump a 4/5. Yeah, they're not dead. So let's sack the snacker then. This is the snacker. And now we attack with everything. We don't let them know we have insignificance. Easy 2 lands. Sorry, my friend, you're insignificant. Interesting, they chose to chump one of my 2 damage. Oh, they chumped the lifelink, as if that mattered. Sure. Oh, wow, just playing an elk. Interesting. Yeah, real sick of that Shadow Spinner. Okay, they needed some way to activate that. Got it. Okay. Well, I mean, we're in good shape. Haven't won a game yet, but we're in good shape. What if I swing with everything? They take 2 in the sky. Suppose they block this. That would be the only reason not to attack with everything, is that I'm afraid of this block. Then they chump here. They take 4, go to 5. I lose a Marauder. Whereas if I attack with just these 2, they take 2, go to 7. And I don't lose a Marauder. Okay, I think a Marauder's worth 2 damage. So let's not... I think it's worth at least 2 damage. Let's not trade it in for 2 damage. My dude! Ooh, a nice double block? Nice. It is a nice double block. I'll kill the 3/3. Flying doesn't matter very much when I have snackers, and 2 toughness is a lot worse than 3 against my board. So yeah, let's do it this way. And hang on to this. I might have another draw and discard effect or something. Or not. Blocking the snacker. Wow. The one that I represent the ability to get back. Like, are flyers that important to you right now? You can't block anything. Actually, Unfathomable Truths is in my graveyard, right? So I can't really hit, like, a bunch of cards. I think I'm okay to just keep both lands in hand, bluff something, / have something to discard. Oh, and indeed, by the way, the Marauders were worth 2 damage. Because they got in for 2 this turn. So it would definitely have not worked out well to attack with them and trade one. Well, I don't know. Then they wouldn't have gotten the double block on my 4/5. So maybe that, I don't know, is something to consider. Sink into Stupor, the 3/5. Do I wish that? I can't target my own thing, so I can't like pick this up and then kill it. Much as I might wish to. I mean, the 3/5 is a problem, but letting them draw and discard 2 again is also a problem. I mean, this puts them to 1 and makes them lose their spawn. I think it's fine. Gonna kill it? No. Gonna kick it? That can't be right. No. They're not kicking it, they just wanted to spend the colorless mana. Okay. Why not spend the nesting ground mana then? I guess they don't want to crack this. Yeah, I mean, that's... Maybe I should be playing this and cracking it to have stopped drawing lands. That's stable for now. That's so... Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, if I had played this earlier and land thinned, maybe the land I drew would have been this instead, right? And then they'd be dead because I'd have done 2 more damage. Oh, that Breaker of Creation was just in time. So brutal. Another one? Alright, I'm out of here, man. This game has now ended and not... Oh, it doesn't get the cast trigger, right. Still pretty good, though. Two permanents. Rude. I mean, I don't think I'm 100% out of this. Oh, yeah, I am, right? Because this thing... I mean, I'm taking 11. I'll go to 6, and I don't have a way to kill them in a hurry. Maybe another Kami? There's 1 left? That could do something? Or a draw and discard, or draw effect to let this, oh god, I forgot. It's conniving and I'm annihilating myself. Yeah, I guess there's no hope anymore. I don't have enough land. Yeah, that ought to do it, I think. Ophiomancer is powerful, but not enough, right? I mean... I didn't play my land. I could have had that resolve. Oops. Concede. Let's attack with creatures. If that had resolved... I just didn't imagine they were going to be countering me. Obviously, I should have considered that. I could have... I mean... I'd have to sack 3 lands to the Annihilator triggers. I could throw a snake at the 8/4... chump the 6/6, let the 3/5 in, go to 3, get a new snake, and like I think I could have still been in that game if I'd drawn a miracle like Eviscerator's Insight to bring me back all my snackers and sack a Death Toucher that I just get back for free or something. But I don't think I was going to win, even if I drew one of those things that I claim would get me back in the game. This is a great hand. Green? Yes. And black. Sure. So... I would really like to be able to sack a Snacker to Marauder instead of sacking the Marauder. But I don't think that's happening anytime soon, and I really do not want them to have this thing. So I just have to give up my Marauder. Although, God, yeah, because when am I going to be able to play both of these? On turn 4, maybe. Yeah, let's kill this ramp guy. It has Eternalize. Jeez, I forgot about that. It might be even better in their graveyard than in their hand. Or than on their board. Jeez, this sucks. How does Eternalize work? It's black. So it won't be black and green. It'll be black. Okay, so I will only gain 1 life if I kill it with this. Kami time. Here comes the Eternalize. I didn't see how they scryed, but if there was a forest, I assume they put it on top. Yep. Okay, getting 2 for 1 by this stupid little creature. And I guess I'm playing this as a tap land. I mean, it is a rare. It's not like shocking that you get 2 for 1 to buy it, but I would rather not. Can't get it back. It's in exile. They could get one of my creatures back, like a Marauder, maybe, someday. Ooh, they get their landfall now. Nice. Double landfall off of this guy. I think it's just 2 snackers and another tap land. Tap land doesn't have to be first, because even if they have Ether Spike, I just like can't ever... I don't even mind if they counter this, right? Let's actually attack. I should have probably done this before even playing 1 snacker. Because now I don't mind if they like attack with a 2/2 into my 2/1 and trade. I'm assuming I'll get it back at some point before too long. So I might as well get in the 1 damage. But I should have done this before letting them know I had a snacker. Not that it really matters. Landfall again? Cool. Grabbing... black? I don't know. White! Man, people play so many colors in this format. I know the fetches are good, but like, is there that much that's worth splashing for? I don't know, man. I've been meddled with. I can meddle with them. I mean, I'll happily trade this, like I said. I don't actually have a way to draw 3 right now. Oh, found one. Am I going to do that right now? I think so. There's a cute idea of maybe Wither and Bloom to trade for this more efficiently. Let's see. Yeah. This is an instant. This is an instant. Okay. So let's attack in. How much do you value your 4/5? It's only 1 snacker. What's the worst that could happen? Okay, they didn't block. Good play. Probably. I mean, certainly given what I have in hand, it is. I think I will, yeah, just sack another snacker, right? I don't know. I mean, yeah, I have a way to bring them back again. So yes, let's do that. Don't hit end turn. You almost missed a free drain too. Do I need another swamp? I don't think so. I think I'll hang around with this colorless source. Gonna grab my snacker? It doesn't look very good. Take their own meddler or some draw? I think your meddler is the reasonable choice, right? Draw, okay. This was cheaper, I guess. So if they have 5 mana they want to spend on something, sure. Get back the Visionary. It was just 2 mana. Why did it cost 2 actually? Wow. Wait. Okay, yeah. So they only kicked the bounce. That's fine. Okay. Not bad. Okay, another swamp is nice. Because now I can play this and instantly do this, right? Although I think I want to attack first. So if they try a double block to kill this, I have Wither and Bloom. What are you thinking about? Okay. Don't think it matters which one I aim at first. Well, I didn't really anticipate it going quite like that. Now I mean, I don't know. I get it, I guess. It makes sense that they wanted to double block and hope to kill my guy. But now I don't have a very good play. I guess I just wait on the snacker, and then I can actually activate this. Sure. Or if they try to kill something, I maybe might cast Eviscerator's Insight to at least get some cards out of it. Maybe might. That's an interesting turn of phrase, isn't it? It reminds me sort of like of the might could construction that they have elsewhere in the country. You know, we might could go get a bite to eat or something. That's not in my dialect, but I recognize that it exists. And it means something different. I don't quite know exactly what it means. It's different from like, oh, we could go get a bite to eat. I wonder if maybe might, like, did I mean it in that way as like a conjunction of two things on purpose? Or they're saying, oh, I maybe might, I don't know. Did I just stumble there and put two words together, or did I do it on purpose? It's hard to say. I don't know what maybe might means that's different from than might, so if I did it on purpose, I don't know what it means. They're now going to respond, now that I'm tapped out? It looked like I had a counterspell, maybe? Okay, sure, you can kill that, I guess. And steal it. Interesting. My 2 bounce spells are gone already. That's annoying. Meddler and Snacker, I guess? Auto Tapper got me. Very funny. I think putting a counter on this is fine. Gets in more damage now. And perhaps next turn. It also threatens to attack into this. I should have watched Auto Tapper. I wanted to leave up specifically blue-black so I could cast this. And if I'd played my land first, or if I had manually tapped this, then that would have happened. But why are they doing this at an upkeep? Oh, of course, so they don't, because they don't want to draw it. And they have plenty of mana to cast whatever they might hit, so they don't need that one. Fair enough. Maybe I should think about doing that. But I want my colorless source. I have multiple spells that care about having colorless mana, and I only have 2 colorless sources, and one of them is in the graveyard. I have 3, I guess. The, Unfathomable Truths is the other. Okay, good. Death Defiler, put this back in my hand, and you get absolutely roasted. Bounce this. I draw. Oh, only 1. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I could discard the Snacker, but I want something to aim Eviscerator's Insight at. I don't currently have another draw 3 effect. Oh, whoops, there's this one. Okay, I should have discarded the Snacker. Four and 1? 5? No, 4 and 1. Let's go look up Might Could. What is the deal with that? I might means maybe I will. I could means yes I can, or I could but maybe I won't. But I might could means I might be able to. Huh. So it's not like a suggestion like, oh, I might go to the store. It means, like, maybe I could. Which, I mean, to me, often sounds like a suggestion and not a question of capability. But, interesting. Great hand, obviously. Happy to have the double black when all my spells are black. But we are going to search up an island here, of course. Sadly, this Accursed Marauder is looking very bad right now. It's not getting much better is the issue. Right? Like, they're always going to have this on board. So playing this is never going to do better than getting rid of that guy. Okay, well, see you later. Let's try to clear out the board a bit. Like, it could get better if I found a Snacker. But that's, like, a long time from now, right? I don't know. Ah! Man. If I had just waited for 1 turn, I could have totally done it. Done the thing. Hey, rude. Well, I don't need this Snacker anymore. I mean, it trades for this, though. I think it's better to discard something else and then trade here. Right? I mean, I could just dump the land. I don't need a 4th land at the moment. Yeah, of course. What am I thinking? You never attack here, right? What are you thinking? Okay. And I think we can attack with the token here. I don't know. I mean, if they block, they would never block with the 1/1. And so, like, if they have nothing in hand, then, like, I attack, I get in for 1, and they still don't have any attacks. I can block with Ophiomancer. But in practice, I'm actually quite scared of blocking with Ophiomancer, right? Maybe I just won't play the Snacker yet. Be mana efficient, get this guy out. Whoa, what? Okay. They really hate this Ophiomancer. Okay. So now I could kill this to stop them from blocking my Death Toucher. I'm basically trading Breathe Your Last for a 1/1 Death Toucher. But I'd rather have a Breathe Your Last than a 1/1 Death Toucher, right? This is aimable. So I guess your block is allowed. Exciting start to the game. A lot of unusual interactions occurring. And these double block the 3/3 in principle. If they equip to make it a 4/4, they still double block. Attacking for 1 here seems pretty dubious. But I guess I'm not going to block this, am I? So might as well. Even if they kill the Snackers so that the double block doesn't work, I don't think I would want to block like this. I mean, they get their thing back for some mana. I get my thing back when I draw the right card, which could be a long time from now. Is this anything I want? I don't. Enchant creature, so I can't, like, enchant the Draw's Claw if I wanted them to stop them from using it. I mean, aiming it at this doesn't even do anything. Aiming it at this is not very good, I don't think. So I guess we're passing. And we're feeling pretty behind. Why are they main phasing that? Eviscerator's Insight? No, they tapped wrong. Oh, just to equip it. Sure. When equipped creature attacks. So even if I were to, not that I would, utter insignificance this, it would still be a 4/4 and they would still ping me for 1 when they attack. This is pretty sad. Just make this insignificant feels awful. But I don't know, I guess. I don't want them having another mana sink when they've already got this thing doing cool stuff. No, my guy! These guys have a real value deck going. Like, just value and control. I don't know. My deck is kind of mid-rangey. Like, it can have aggro curve outs. It can be pretty controlling. I think it's on the more controlling side, but I'm not really able to keep up with all this. Crew 1. Oh my god. Okay, I mean, I can kill it, I guess. have that deals with this nightmarish existence in which I find myself. Just gonna do that. Okay, well, it's on the stack, huh? Not that it matters, just kind of funny. I guess it was on the stack, but going to fizzle because it had no target, so I guess it doesn't matter what order they do it in. Another one of these, huh? Well, that sort of can stabilize a little bit, almost. I'm just going to play this. I need all the land I can get, and I'm not really bluffing much. Like, if I draw Unfathomable Truths, oh, screw you, I'm out of here. I want to be able to, like, cast it and still play a land, was my thinking. Play a land that I drew. You know, have access to both lands. Alright, 4-2. Let's see if we can keep it going. It's already above average. I'm happy with the result. In standard English, might could is not grammatical. It's restricted to certain dialects of U.S. English. But, like, I don't know. There's not such a thing as... I don't know. Standard English exists, I guess. Like, you wouldn't teach it in a book. I mean, I keep this, obviously. The question is just, do I play this as a tap land turn 1? And I think I do. If I just top deck land after land after land, I might regret it. But I already have a reason to want to get to 5, and I only have 2 other lands in hand, so I'm happy to just cash this in. I don't know how I think I like these kinds of just this weird alternate border. Land after land after land. Look at me being punished for my desire to not lose 3 life. I know. I should be willing to pay 3 life for... Or to... Hey... Well, Eviscerator's Insight still works. To, like, have the possibility of... I should hang on to this to preserve the possibility of playing this as a spell, even though it means I might have to pay 3 life in the future. I know I should behave that way, and I don't actually do it because I'm a bad player. I don't think I need to crack this land. I mean, I have drawn literally just 4 lands? I had 3 counting this, and now I have 6. I've drawn 3 lands, so yeah, it turns 2, 3, and 4. So, I mean, as punished as I could be for this play. My creature. I think keeping it out of exile is pretty important, right? I could Wither and Bloom it to get it back into the graveyard. I think that's worth it. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, that resolves. And I guess we meddle with it, right? Four lands in a row? 4. Wow, really punished. For my timidity, I guess. I'm not going to win this game. They've got, like, just great control tools. I guess I could just get lucky. I just don't have enough, like, draw 3 triggers is the problem I have. Do I want to do this? I think I'd rather hold up Breathe Your Last. I guess I don't have enough black to do anything in Breathe Your Last, so... I think I'll just put another counter. I'll put a counter on this guy. smash in for a bit more. If I'm winning, it seems to me that it will be winning by outracing them, putting on pressure. They're probably going to be able to kill it, and then I'll, like, be super behind. But I'm super behind if I don't, like, push for a way to win, I feel like. And it seems to me the way to win is reducing their life total to 0 before they outvalue me. Okay, yeah, they have a way to kill it. As I said, if they can do this, I'm pretty sad. But it leaves the skies clear for my snacker, so I don't think I regret spending my counter on that. I'm kind of surprised, by the way, they didn't chump a spawn off for 5 life. I guess, I don't know, 12 is manageable. I want another black source, but there's still, like, a couple cards that care about colorless, and I don't know that I have which one I have a need for at the moment. It turns out it was black, though. Do I have to not attack here? So I can double block with the Death Toucher and a Snacker? I don't think that's correct. I need to be racing. They're going to have some, like, Wither and Bloom for the Ophiomancer or something? No. That's nice. They should have done that at the end of my... Oh, they didn't have enough black. Okay. Also, why did they do it in their upkeep, then? It still triggers. I feel like they could have waited to see what their draw was. Maybe they thought they could stop me from getting the snake, but of course they know... Like, they've been playing pretty well. I think they should know that's not how it works, so they must have... I don't know. I can't think of any reason to do it in their upkeep. You gonna connive some more? No. Jeez. I keep drawing black spells, and I keep not turning my colorless land into a black land. So in that regard, I'm punishing myself. I think I have to sack the snack, right? And just hope I draw some way to get it back. Sacking the Marauder is just silly. Nice to get rid of that. They get some life gain, but I have an easy block for it. Really? Oh, because this can connive. Sure. many sneaky snackers are in there? Is it just the one that got there now? Yeah, I didn't miss any earlier. Okay. I mean, this obviously looks like a decent block, but I assume it's not. They're gonna, like... I don't know. I mean, they could... Yeah. I'm guessing it's going to be something like they wither and bloom this during blocks, and then make this connive so that it trades with my 2-1. I'm just going to let it in. Nothing. Interesting. But they had something, or they wouldn't have made the attack with the token. Yikes. Oh, right. They don't get the snacker back because they already drew their third card when they discarded the snacker to the Shadow Spinner's attack. But when they cast Deep Analysis again, they will. They should definitely make the token connive now. Unless they have something better to do, of course. $13 cards, so they're not really in danger of dying, but they are 13 cards deeper than I am. How did that happen? A lot of conniving from the Sentry, I guess. It was attacking me for a lot of turns. Well, we're obviously attacking here. And I still think I want to play lands. Trying to like hold them for a draw and discard thing, I think is just, I don't know. I just want to make sure if I get a big draw spell, I can cast it and keep doing stuff. But I do wish I were hitting swamps instead. Ah! Where's my other one of these guys to bounce the token, man? Ah! Ah! Oh no! There's nothing I can do about this. If they had only one creature, I could kill it, and then this wouldn't resolve. But they have a Reform. Oh my god. Did they add this? This black aura that appears when you click? I don't remember seeing this before. This is awful. Yeah. I have a couple bounce spells that could get rid of the Reform. Okay. I mean, that's not awful. It's not exactly great, though. By the way, I don't know... No, I guess I'm... So it seems like sometimes when you play one of these, each player sacrifices a thing. Like that time, it looked like it was waiting for my opponent to choose something. But we choose simultaneously. And... Or do we? No, we each choose, starting with the active player, and then we each do it, starting with the active player. So it really should be me choosing, and then them choosing. But I guess in this case, they only had one non-token. So it looked like it took them a while to choose, but that's because it was holding out priority for this. Then when I chose, everything went through instantaneously, because they only had one choice. Yes. By the way, they shouldn't have left this untapped, I think. They should have had the Spy Master's Vault available. I think they had enough mana to do that usefully. Alright, take 5. Depth Defiler, I mean... sort of gets me back in the game, maybe. Not much else does. Ah! My lands! My creature! It's a 6/6. I mean, I have a reform in the sideboard, and I could have drafted one of these, but I didn't. Depth Defiler! Okay, I mean... I don't think it gets me back in the game anymore. But... bouncing this... They have, like, 11 cards, so I'm not going to mill them out. So I'll draw. And I get a snacker. 2 snackers? I've lost track. Discarding Ophiomancer. There's my 2 snackers. I mean... that's sort of threatening, right? If they try anything really crazy, maybe I can get them. That one? I'll chump. Oh, exile. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, got it. Yeah. Opponent was definitely a better player than me, and I think they had a better deck as well. So... the better player won there for sure. I had chances, but they were a good player. They deserved to win. Well done. And 4 wins is nothing to cry about. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.